Screens Lorenzo Alexander of the Bills will be joining us in mere moments. But in the meantime, you're stuck with me as I give you some news that's happening from around the league. And changes certainly are coming to Jacksonville. Jaguars owner Shad Khan firing Executive Vice President of Football Operations Tom Coughlin. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting the plan was for Coughlin to retire at the end of the season. But Khan decided to make the move earlier. Now, the firing comes just 2 days after the NFL Players Union informed players that an arbiter had ruled in the union's favor against the Jaguars over mandating players rehab at the team's facility in the offseason. Players, like now former Jag Dante Fowler, were fined for not attending these rehab sessions. According to Ian, Coughlin's presence created problems in the locker room. Now to news on the field. Raiders running back Josh Jacobs ruled out for Sunday's game against the Chargers. Head coach John Gruden is holding out hope the rookie could play in the season finale in Denver. Jacobs dealing with the fractured right shoulder suffered in Week 7. Jacobs says it will not require surgery. Jacobs is out for Week 16, but across the bay, 49ers corner Richard Sherman is all in. Sherman was a full participant for a second straight day. He missed a loss to the Falcons with a grade 2 right hamstring strain. Sherman says he's playing Saturday night against the Rams. He's also the Niners' Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year nominee. He talked about the honor and what it means to him.
It was great to get the award. It's great to get recognized, but it's always great to just help people. You know, whether you get recognized or not, you know, it's about helping people and making sure that you know, as much as we can, we put smiles on faces and just bring along the next person. The rising tide lifts all ships. So try to be the rising tide.
And joining the crew now is the Bills nominee for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award. Lorenzo Alexander is a staple in the Buffalo community, as both his teammates and those who he has influenced will tell you how special he is.
Be like Zoe, because Zoe is a tremendous leader of men.
Be like Zoe, because he's very selfless and works tirelessly in the Buffalo community.
Be like Zoe, because he's an inspiration.
Be like Zoe, because he gives back to the community.
Be like Zoe, because he's a regular guy with an extraordinary heart.
Be like Zoe, because he's a role model.
Be like Zoe, because he's a phenomenal father.
Be like Zoe. It is obvious from watching that just how much this guest means to a lot of people. So, guys, joining us now, two-time Pro Bowler, won the defensive MVP of the Pro Bowl in 2016, a leader on defense for the playoff-bound Buffalo Bills. Please welcome Lorenzo Alexander. Good morning, Lorenzo. How you doing, man?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Just getting up, getting some treatment, and getting ready to get a lift in.
Just being like Zoe. Now, listen, we're going to get to the massive, massive game against the Patriots on Saturday on NFL Network. Right. But first, let's talk about that honor. This is the third year in a row, fifth time in your career, the nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Zoe, what does it feel like at this point? What does it mean to you? And is this the year you think your name will get called?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, every year we have a lot of guys. We just saw Richard Sherman, who I know really well, who does great work in his community. And there are obviously 30 other guys that do the same work in their prospective communities as well. You know, with this being my fifth year, this shows that, you know, I'm consistent in what I do and it's who I am. You know, obviously, growing up, I've had a lot of people pouring to me, you know, come out of the inner city of Oakland, California, that really helped me rise up and get out of the city and become successful. And now, with all the accolades and obviously the NFL and the success, I'm able to give back, obviously in Oakland and as well as in the cities that I play in, particular Buffalo. And it's just a huge honor to be able to do that and really represent our locker room, because we have a lot of guys from Micah Hyde, Harrison Phillips, amongst others, who do great work in our community here in Buffalo.
And we love to see that, and you inspire young players to do that, I'm sure. I don't know how you have the time management skills to do what you do on the field in your own community, your own initiatives. And you're also one of the biggest supporters, in my eyes, of the league initiatives that we do. Salute to Service, Play 60. You're always involved in Crucial Catch, among many other local efforts up there in Buffalo. What do you get out of giving back? And what would you tell younger players in the league coming up to inspire them to also be like you?
Right. Well, first of all, I mean, I have a great wife. My wife, Manjanique, who you saw in that video, does an excellent job of holding down the household and helping me manage all these things that we have going on in the community. But, you know, for young guys, I would just say start slow. Partner with your community relations department. They are already doing some great work, and as you get older and can really understand how to manage your time, then you may want to grow and have your own foundation like myself and other guys. But it's just a huge, brings a lot of joy to my heart to serve the community and serve other people. I mean, that's what I've been placed on this earth to do, outside of just playing football and being a dad, but just really helping other people, helping communities by rising them up, just by being there, being present, and giving a kind word and resources.
That's great stuff, man. All right, Lorenzo, the AFC East race, usually an afterthought, but you guys have changed it, and with a win on Saturday, you can tighten this thing up a little bit more heading into Week 17.
Yeah.
But tell me, because I was up there before the Eagles game, we had a conversation. You said a lot of people just see Buffalo, assume it's the same Buffalo. This team is different. So you tell me how confident you are in that locker room and in those guys you can make some noise in the postseason.
Yeah, we're very confident. Obviously, though, this game this weekend is going to be a great barometer as far as how much we've grown, because we have to be able to beat an elite team if we want to make a great run. Obviously, we played the Ravens very well. We played the Patriots tough the first time, but at some point, we have to grow up as a young team and figure out a way to beat these teams. And it's really just playing good, sound football, because you can't allow yourself, you know, to get mentally hijacked playing the Patriots, thinking you have to do something differently. And then at the end of the day, you have to execute in all 4 quarters, because the margin of error really shrinks down. And so I think it's going to be great the way we play this team, whether we win or lose. It really doesn't matter, but it's going to give us confidence if we play them really well as far as going to the playoffs and trying to make a run this year.
Yeah, Zoe, these games don't get much bigger than this showdown this weekend with the Patriots here on NFL Network at 4:30. I picked you guys to win the division, as you know. You and I have talked about that. How motivated is your team to get a crack at New England and a chance to pull even in the AFC East standings?
I mean, I think everybody's excited. I mean, obviously, this is the game that's going to probably really define us and really give us some motivation and some extra boost going into the playoffs. The Patriots have dominated, you know, the AFC East for the last, 15 years. And so it's up to us to kind of start changing that and earn the right to really be called a contender. And so this game, I think, is going to help define that and really help motivate guys and push us into the playoffs.
You know, Lorenzo, yesterday on the air, we profiled just how prepared Sean McDermott had you guys last week, even down to blasting the Steelers anthem Renegade at practice all week, which we then saw your team dancing to on the sidelines at Heinz Field. So we ask you, does Coach have any tricks up his sleeve or on his playlist this week to get the team prepared for Foxborough on Saturday? Give it to us, Zoe.
No, he didn't play nothing, but he wrote that Renegade song out. We listened to that thing about 30 times last week, had guys trying to make the DJ switch it and turn it off. He hasn't done that this week. I think he's playing a little bit more cooler, not putting too much about the Patriots, because I think sometimes you worry about too much about what they do, and you get caught up in that and not worried about what you do and end up losing the game.
Lorenzo, I was up at that game week 4, your season opener in Buffalo against the Patriots. It felt a little bit different. You've been taking on this team twice a year since 2016. Feels a little different. We'll see if it works out in your favor during our triple header. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
Go get it, Zoe. Let's go, man. I'm trying to jump through a table, man. Let's go.
I hear you. We're going to get you through a table, Mike. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Lorenzo Alexander, everybody.